Okay, so our next comic. Our next comic to the stage. If you haven't seen this guy around, you're just fucking blind. He's co-president with me of our comedy club here at Western. Please get loud, make some noise for Travis Nelson!
Oh, how you guys like the show so far? I love stand-up comedy, and I don't care if I ever get really good at it. I just don't ever want to be like really bad at it, you know? There's nothing worse than being really bad at something you love to do. And I know, because when I was a little kid, I had asthma, and I was like, I love to breathe, but I'm really bad at it. Are you guys into drugs and alcohol at all? Actually, I have some pretty strong feelings on drugs and alcohol, but they're mostly feelings of joy and euphoria, so I guess you can call me a success story. I recently turned 21, though. Yeah. Woo for my life going downhill, right? I'm like a born-again alcoholic. So, yeah, the first thing, night I turned 21, first thing I did is I went to the store and bought like half a gallon of whiskey. I'm like, woo! I'm gonna be drunk for a week, or dead in a day, because I don't understand moderation. Because I'm an American, James Tweedale. I also figured out once I turned 21 that I hate clubs. I like to drink and like to dance. But I hate going to clubs because they make you do both those things in a really confined space. And I feel like anyone looking in on me is going to be like, wow, looks like they're having a what a freak! That looks terrible. Because I'm tall, if you hadn't noticed. I mean, any girls you meet at a club are going to be the ones on Facebook that take a million fucking pictures of themselves, cleaves and everything. That's annoying. So I got on my Facebook to solve the problem. I went through all the pictures and I looked for like windows or closet doors in the background, and I tagged myself as the window or closet door. I added a comment, I remember this, winky face. It doesn't do great things for your reputation, but it will clear out your friend list pretty fast. So I'm a science major, which is weird, because I always really liked English. I was pretty good in English too. In high school, I actually wrote a paper that made my English teacher like weep openly in class. Yeah, it said, dear teacher, I accidentally ran over your dog. My bad. Very moving. My grandma was an English teacher. That's what, the one thing me and Jessica have in common besides comedy, we have grandmothers. So there's that. My grandma's an English teacher, and I went to visit her a while back. And, yeah, she was like, she gave me that whole shit spiel about, when I was your age, I walked 10 miles in the snow and brought a bear to school. And I'm like, she's like, what did you do today, you know? I'm like, I came to see you. She's like, no, what did you do from the time you woke up to the time you came to see me? I said, Grandma, I woke up half an hour ago, and you're lucky I came. Then I started thinking, what am I going to say to kids when I'm old to make them feel like shit, you know? I didn't go through any hardships. I was like, when I was your age, we had something called dial-up internet. It took 3 days to download a web page. Remember that? I go to use a computer for school or something, my brother would pop out of the woodwork, I'm just like, get in my way. He's like, I'm like, dude, I can use a computer. What are you doing? He's like, oh, you can't use a computer. I'm like, why? He's like, well, you know, a little secret. I'm downloading some porn. It's a 30-second clip. It'll take 3 weeks. You're disgusting. All right, let me know when it's done. It was good for me to have a brother though, because now I live with 5 guys, and it works out pretty well for me. You know, I can't really get mad about anything. I'm used to it all. Only thing I don't like is every time I try to go to the bathroom, there's never any toilet paper. You know, and I never check. It's like I sit down, like, shit. Like, let's see, towel, rug. I wish my shirt was made out of toilet paper. It kind of is. You lose a lot of shirts with that kind of thinking. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And the nozzle in my shower is the only one I've ever used that doesn't go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, which messes me up. I didn't know what righty-tighty, lefty-loosey meant when I was a little kid. I thought lefty-loosey might be like a person or something. I don't know, maybe some old whore from the Gold Rush. Go into town and find Lefty Lucy, she'll give your boner a healthy twing for a piece of gold. Don't pick a eye to it. Said the grizzled prospector in my head. Of course, that was back when it was politically acceptable to call someone a whore. I think now the term is boner enthusiast. Maybe. So I'm a junior, which is pretty cool. I've been around here for a couple years, get the lay of the land. I'm not the big man on campus, but I am a big man on campus. And eventually someone's got to mess that up, right? So it's pretty cool being tall, except for, I know I get hassled sometimes, you know. People will like come up to me like, how tall are you? Which is cool, if you're my friend, whatever, you're curious, I get it. But if I don't know you, and you come up and you say that, it's like, well, I'm 6'9", and I stand there awkwardly because I have nothing else to say. Until you're just like, you're dismissed. I'm finished with you, you can go. The worst that's ever happened to me was last year, I was sitting down, I was stressed out, sitting down, and I was frustrated, I was getting a bite to eat, and this girl saw me sit down and she ran up. She's like, oh my gosh, I think you might be the tallest person I've ever seen, how tall are you? And I was like, I'm 6'9". She starts freaking out, and she calls all her friends over, and she's like, can you stand up and show us all how tall you are? So I stood up, and I said, how old are you? And she says, I'm 18. I'm like, oh, because you're acting like a 4-year-old at the fucking zoo. She just kind of stood there awkwardly because she didn't know what else to say. And I was like, no, yeah, you can go. You're dismissed. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an asshole. I might not have the biggest dick around, but I actually be the biggest dick around, and I'm kind of hoping sooner or later someone gets the two mixed up. That's my time, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Give it up for Travis, everybody.